discuss this?
I think it's addressed to the Conservation Commission.
Okay.
Read the last sentence, that doesn't really find it.
I'm not sure if there's action required by us in December time. Proca negotiated a short-term lease as well as the option to purchase both lots for the price of it's actually written as $210. Proca interest. I'm just not sure if this.
Let me see.
We would appreciate any advice or help from the Conservation Commission would offer, right? So I don't think this has anything that requires us. Okay. Did it keep showing up?
It doesn't. Right. It may be just that it was in the file.
Probably. All right. Do we have anything to discuss on the fire doors at this time?
Yes, but Sam's not here.
Sam's not here. We're going to bring Sam in next time, I believe.
Oh, not today? What's next time? Next
meeting. Or we can try to do it through email. We're just basically asking for him to review the specification to see if he has anything to offer on that.
When I talked to Kelly this morning, he had indicated that he had more participation than just that.
Okay, that's fine. If he shows up, then we can talk.
Oh, he might show up tonight, you mean?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
All right. That's a big, I don't know. All right. And we have a Vilas pool quote. Bobby?
Are you ready for Vilas?
Sure.
Report? Okay. Good stuff first. We had a private camp out with the Native American group this weekend.
I saw
and
pictures.
It was excellent. They also love the park so much because many of them had never been there that they went around the entire pool and did all the cleaning. So there was a report, or somebody called in and complained yesterday at the town office that they saw people bringing out garbage from Vilas yesterday. I did, and it wasn't yesterday that anybody was bringing. I went over and looked, and there is no garbage, so I'm not sure where that came from. But we do have, the dumpster that is locked, and we keep it locked. And there is garbage when we were closed during the winter that is sitting there, a small amount. And we'd like to say it'd be nice, because it is town property, and maybe when the highway sees it during the winter, we can pick it up. Because we didn't have anybody out there. But I don't know where this person thought they saw garbage and said that we were putting it on the side of the road. I was there yesterday and it wasn't happening, but...
Well, I know there have been a lot of groups out taking care of highways, cleaning alongside roads, at least up where I've been at, and seen them a couple times.
But there was no one there yesterday doing that, and the report came in. So I just want to tell you, I did go up and verify that today.
So we are recommending to all citizens to lock up your garbage because there may be thieves about stealing.
They're going to fill up the dumpster, and we can't have that.
All right.
Also,
Don't forget the name.
the next time I talk, I'll give you more detail of some of the other things that will be going on there. We'll be opening June 1st, and the snack shack will be open. So we're just in the process of getting everything set up, and so everything should be going good. We already have a 2017 booking for a wedding.
Wow.
And the New Hampshire Division of Travel and Tourism contacted me today. They did a little write-up last year, and they're going to do a write-up because they say that they're hearing a lot about Vilas. So that's a little exciting. Now, for other news, money. I just turned in a bill from the people that did the major cleanup, and it costs, I budgeted $800, that's what it cost last year. They were very nice because they said they really recommend that we do it in the spring and a real good one at the end of the year. And so they are only going to charge us $400 instead of the $800 they deserve, and take the other $400 and do a fall cleanup for them.
Great.
Because they love violence. So that's kind of good news. Now, the well. As you know, we had lots and lots of problems last year, water being not working. We thought we were running out of water or that something was going bad. Well, we have plenty of water. The plumber opened everything up, definitely knows now what the problem is, and it's the pump in the well. And so instead of having to get porta potties out there and go through that, the 3 board members talked about it, and we feel we need to go ahead and get the pump. So we
Okay.
don't have that problem.
So we have a quote here, and the selectmen only provide sort of oversight to Vilas, ensure that money. Did you get more than one quote?
You know, John Parrott is the one that is our plumber this year, so I don't know if you want us to go through all that. I mean, I think he's really giving us a reasonable thing, and let me go on and tell you what he's also doing for us. Last year, he did all the closing, and I'm not sure if he didn't get the bill in time or what, because we did not get the bills at that time. This year, we're getting bills first and okayed them, so we know. Well, he didn't get paid. And I went, oh, because my first thing is, oh great, that's gonna go in this year's budget, and I didn't figure it in. He felt sorry enough, and he said, it's on me.
Okay.
He's giving us a good price, but I would be glad to, our plumber that was last year, the year before, is really not interested in doing for us, so we have to find someone that may not even know anything about it.
No problem. Because we don't have any direct, we don't supervise you guys, we have some financial oversight. I think I would feel comfortable if you guys, we just want to be assured that you're doing your due diligence, making sure that you're getting a reasonable, decent price. And if some guy gave you a few $100s worth of gratis labor accidentally, and he's okay with that, and then I have no issue with it. I just hope you guys do that, and I don't know what more we can say about that. Anything comes up with any budget, I'm always like, should we get more than one bid?
No, and I understand, and I knew that when I came in,
And
so
that's
that's
fine.
why I wanted to explain to you why we decided to turn it in.
That's fine. So I don't have no issues with this. Moving ahead. How deep is that well, do you know?
No, I don't have the exact,
Well, Tim asked. I was just curious too.
Well,
but I can get that information.
It has something to do with the labor that takes to pull the thing out.
Yeah. Okay. Initial it and say we're good with that. Anything else going on up there?
Nope, I'll have more. Put me on the agenda, please, for June 7th.
June 7th. All right. And have we got Deb yet? That's all right. Maybe we can.
We can do Kim, get him out of here in 5 minutes.
We could.
You can try.
So, Kim, tonight we signed lots and lots of time cards.
Yep. And that's gonna be just the start.
Yeah.
You saw the bill from Surrey. I'm not sure, there's one day missing, the middle fire. I don't know if they weren't there, they're not gonna bill, or it's lost in the shuffle right now. The ranger dropped those 2 bills off today. He'll be dropping lots more off.
Yeah. Do you have a count of how many different companies showed up?
No.
Okay. Ballpark. I mean, I saw a lot of different towns.
Maximum probably around 30.
Yeah.
I think that's a little high, but
Yeah. So we will get up to 30 bills.
no, you will get up to 90 bills.
3 fires.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. So we'll take a look at that.
That's the way they have to do it. They have to bill each fire separately. Multiple days, you can do it on the same bill.
Right. So if it's 3-day fire, same bill. Yeah. And to your guys' credit, you guys have been helping mutual aid in other towns where we bill them. So we know that this is gonna have a significant impact to the budget. Kim's forest fire budget, which shot in the first half hour.
You mean the one that's already gone?
Yeah. Former budget.
Yes.
Yeah, but we will juggle things around and we will make sure it's covered. And like I said, as Kim and the guys go out and help out other towns around here, we bill them. So it won't be as bad as it seems, but it's still gonna be, it'll be a significant hit, no doubt about it.
With the middle fire, the fire at Caldwell Pond, that one will be a reimbursement. Once all those bills are in, the bill can be sent to, whatever her name is down in Connecticut, I forget her name,
We saw that.
and she will pay it.
So this was a case of an accidental fire that got out of control and they.
Well, it was an illegal fire, but it was an accident.
Right, an illegal accidental fire that got out of control, and they have agreed to reimburse for that. And I guess there has been a lot of time, we've never talked about it in here, but there's at least been discussion of whether some of the other fires were arson. And I'm not sure what I can ask you, or what you can answer, or can
I can tell you everything I know.
All right.
Both fires are considered suspicious. It was turned over to the district fire ranger, and from there it's gone to the state.
Okay.
And that's all I know.
Right.
Other than they are under active investigation.
Fair enough, thank you.
So I've been told.
Yeah, I know there's always just a lot of conjecture, but it's good to hear. Okay, what else is going on?
Trying to figure out how we're gonna pay for everything.
Please.
We've got, a wildland firefighter class coming up in Leicester. I've got at least one person interested in taking that. That's only $80 for the class. The problem is gonna be coming up with the physicals. We're still looking into other options for that.
Yeah, and for those of you who weren't in attendance when we discussed that, the new requirements for a firefighter's physical are complex. Where it used to be sort of like going and getting your sports physical from your doctor, now they have all these different things, and they've been priced for our guys at $1,000 to $1,200 for a single physical for a single firefighter. And speaking for myself, I don't want to see somebody out there who hasn't passed a physical, but I hope that you guys can continue to work through the state fire organizations to encourage them to take a pragmatic approach or come up with some standard that doesn't.
Not sure that's going to happen, but it is in the works.
Yeah, it doesn't bankrupt small towns.
Yes.
That's craziness. I'm sorry, did I say that out loud? Yeah.
Part of the problem is the specs that they've drawn up are number one, basically for a full-time firefighter. And they're so broad that some doctors are evidently very concerned about just signing off on it. And thus the full-blown physical.
And does it have questions like, can this person carry a loaded hose up 5 flights of stairs? 6 flights of stairs. Right. How the heck do you say yes?
Yeah.
Right.
And that's part of the problem.
I agree. Jim, you had a question?
I do. You told us that there was, in one of those fires, there was some 30 different towns that have participated. How does the time work? Is it all, is it put in each department, each town submits its own billing for the time?
Yes.
Is there any, it seems to me that it's the type of thing that would be easy to take advantage of. Is there any kind of control, or is there somebody, do you have a timekeeper, or do you log people in and out, or?
The only thing we can do is go back and see when that particular town was toned, and if we're lucky, we'll be able to find out when they signed back in service. That that's not always on the
So-
CAD.
It's not something that you keep track of, it's just something that
We
you
don't
could
have
get
the
if you had a
personnel
problem.
or the people to
Oh, I
do that.
understand.
So it's basically we're dependent upon the other town's goodwill to do the proper bill.
And you guys doing the proper bill when you show up in a Stoddard or a Walpole or anywhere else.
And the other thing is, their town has to pay that bill first, so their town is also signing off on that. The same as the bills that came through here for Stoddard.
Okay, thank you.
No, there was somewhere between 100 and 150 firefighters on the last one. And that one was going good enough that I requested the state consider a helicopter.
Yeah.
Which is $1,500 an hour.
We didn't use it, did we?
If we had been able to start the works when I asked for it, then we would have used it.
Yeah.
But by the time the okay came through from the state, because you have to have two higher-ups, captains or above out of the district rangers, sign off on it. And they were unable to contact anyone until about 5 o'clock. And at that point, it was said, get him whatever he wants. But there's no sense in sending a helicopter at 5 o'clock.
Right.
Because it won't be there before 6:30 and,
And this was the one below me.
yes.
Right, okay. All right, Barb, you had a question?
I just had a question for Kim. What kind of training was that they were going through?
Wildland firefighter.
Okay, how often would they have, do they have to be certified every year?
Nope, that's as of right now in the state of New Hampshire, once you take a certification through the fire department, it is indefinite.
All right. Anything else for Kim? Thank you, Sarah. Please pass on your thanks to all your guys. We do appreciate it.
Excited, guys?
Yeah.
And it's starting again.
Yeah, I heard. All right, well, hopefully we'll get a little bit of a break. And please, I mean, if you see things that are suspicious, if
He's saying
just
we
gonna
have eyes in our,
yeah.
Contact the police department.
Yeah.
They have better contacts with what's going on than I do.
Yeah, and that should be the first call if you see somebody wandering around the woods on a morning with a Molotov cocktail in their hands. It's probably not a good thing.
Quick question, so the money that we spent is just the tip of the iceberg, or?
So far, yeah.
So 3-4 times that, or just to educate a guess?
We have no
10 plus.
10 plus.
10 plus.
Yeah.
I think we had $3,000 on that line item
Yeah,
for forest fire.
Surrey's bill for 2 fires was $1,000.
right.
We billed Stoddard almost $3,000 for going over there.
Yeah.
But that doesn't come into our town budget, that's
So
still
we, have
into
we
payroll.
crushed gravel yet?
We're holding off on that. Yeah. In New Hampshire, we fight fire with gravel. Yeah. All right. Anything else for Kim? All right. Thank you. And then I think next up, we were going to move to Deb, and you wanted to talk about things that are going on
In the village.
downtown in the village.
And I don't mean, I know you guys are all behind me and I hate to put that, but honestly.
Well, you,
But,
what do you mean for a go?
I have a lot of concerns. For the past year and a half, well, first of all, I have a store in town, Alstead Country Crafts, so if you guys don't know who I am, I'm Debbie Riley. And, for the past year and a half, there's been a lot of suspicious activity, which I have reported to Roger. And it continues. And I don't really know what to do about it.
When you say suspicious activity, what are you specific?
Well, I don't really know what I'm allowed to say at this point, like, in
Well,
terms
what
of...
did you report? You could tell us.
I've given witness statements, I've given license plates, I've given, some detail about things I've seen. My grandson witnessed someone shooting up heroin in the parking lot over, behind here at the Miller Green.
So we're not having robberies or those kinds of things?
Well, I know that there was a robbery,
Okay.
by 4 or 5 houses up, an armed robbery, and, all of this stuff is, they sit on my steps, I was in Philadelphia, and I called, and I left a message for Roger, and they did respond, and that person was put away. But then they let him back out, get back out on the streets again, and then what do? We've got all these kids that come out from after school, they're amongst all of these people, and these are these are adults, I'm frustrated. I live up in East Alstead, I live across the street from a drug dealer. I come down and I go to my shop, and 5 doors down, we have another drug dealer. I'm just super frustrated.
Is that speculation? I don't mean to I was on the email, that's why I came down.
Yeah.
I saw the email about this.
No. No, I know that for a fact.
Yeah, I think we'll open up everything to a little bit of public discussion in a bit, but what I wanted to give you time to do was to voice what you wanted to voice at this meeting.
Well, I just don't know what to do about the situation, and I feel like our town is kind of being overrun by these people. I look out my window, and they're sitting on the side of the library with no loitering signs behind them. One was there for the entire day on Saturday, just staring across the street to my shop. Another one on Sunday, kind of crossed into my driveway. A girl met him across the street and met him in front of my shop on the corner where I parked my car. I went where they couldn't see me on a side door to see what was going on, and there was a lot of pocket shuffling around. And this person, this male, is someone that is a user, and then up the road, one of them went, and the other one took off the other way. It's just getting ridiculous, and I just don't know what to do, but it's not good.
So are you here to kind of talk about the library and the no loitering, or?
I'm here to talk about whatever you want to talk about. I think this is my Matt Gillette, I'm
Yeah.
chair of the library.
I guess I was just gonna say,